Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on this DIY miniature house by Rolife, the Cathy's Flower House. I'm going to join us. We are currently live on Facebook. If you see the little red button at the top left, if not, you're catching a replay either here or over on YouTube. Let me get you guys pulled up so I can make sure that the sound is okay and I can see the chat. Oops, still not showing. There we go. Okay. All right, I think sounds fine. Get some people on here. We'll get started on this. So we've been working on this little miniature kit for a while now. It's getting close to being finished. Right, let's see, I got a couple people on. I think we're good to go ahead and pull the camera up top. All right, so let me go ahead and do that. Hold on one second. Where we're at. I know we did this little box, I think we're here at the middle of page 30. Yeah. It looks right. Not need any of that yet. Alright. So we've got a lot done so far. We've got all these things done. So there's quite a lot in there. See, for this we have flower box B. It has this little sign from M10. M10, this little garden sign. Let's zoom into, this is bag 5, and then the box we did last week. I think it's one. Looks like it's this one. And we'll need the grass. And we'll need the pattern that I made for the grass. Which is in here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Now I think I still need it. Alright, so it's not in these patterns. Where is it? Maybe it's in this. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's in this one. Nope, that's going to be later. Here we go. This one. Green flowers I played around with. They're not part of the kit. I just was playing. Right there. That one. Just throw these back in here. Alright, garden sign, our box, and our grass. And this plant from bag 5. Bag 5. This is 4. I don't think it's, oh, it is in 5. It's so weird. There's just like a whole bunch of plants in this one, but one little plant in this one. Alright. These are all falling off. Probably should have just put them in the box. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this grass out. I'm just going to hold it up to it. You could also just trace it on the back, I guess. Let's do that. It'll be easier. And I just make these out of tracing paper just because it makes it much easier if you have the little pattern. Fit. I think it's a little bit wide. I went along this side. That's close. I think that'll fit. And this, it says to cut basically 5 pieces off the top. Basically just right below where they come together. Pieces. Go ahead and zoom in. The camera's still messed up. You can barely see the screen up there. think I'm going to have to break down and get me a new phone, guys. I didn't want to. I've been putting it off for forever. But I may have to. Alright, what does it say to do? Oh, there's some grass too. Huh. Doesn't show the grass there or there. But it shows it right there. And that's the ones we made earlier. These little tufts. It's one of those. Alright, it says stick the grass fabric into the box. Alright. Just want to make sure that's going to fit. It still looks a little bit off. And I guess just throw some double stick tape on the back of it. I could just use glue too, but we'll throw the double stick tape on there. Okay. And then it says you just kind of put all the flowers down on the end there with some tape, it shows, but I think I'm going to use glue. Yeah, I think I'm going to use glue for that. I'm just using this, it's a tacky glue, it's Crafter's Pick, the Ultimate. I like it for these little miniatures. Where is my silicone thingies? Oh, where'd you put them, girl? In here. Find all of them except the pointy one, I think. Let's see. Which one's the pointy one? There it is. So it's just kind of got them all, I don't know. It looks like they're kind of all stuck on this one end. It does show the sign on there first. I think I'll go ahead and put the sign on there, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I'll just throw some glue on here. Okay, and then I guess just throw some glue in here. Put a bunch in there. And then we'll stick them in there. And then you put flowers on top of them somehow. It seems like a lot to shove into that one little space. It's never going to stay. Alright, glue might not be the best bet. They keep flipping upside down. Once it dries, it'll be fine, but not holding. Does it just shove all 5 of them in there? I guess. It's kind of hard to tell from the picture. Yeah, I guess so. Weird. Okay. We'll just stick them all in there. Somehow. I think maybe using tape might have been the I'm not worried that sooner or later it'll hold, but for right now it's just kind of got a mind of its own. The glue doesn't stick to that grass quickly. Wow, this is interesting. All right, it just looks like a kind of a mess in there. And then it shows putting some flowers on top of it. So it's got 3 of the flowers that we made. They in here? I think they're in here. I think they're in here. Try to find the ones that are actually made. Some of these are just pieces. There's one. Just pull them out with my fingers. 2. I don't know if it matters what color. We'll just grab 3. It might be the last 3. I'll just leave a piece there. And then just stick those onto the little things. And this little grass that just shows it kind of going at the end there, I guess I'll use the tape on the end there. Because I have a feeling it's going to probably be a pain. Better. Yeah, a little bit better. All right, and then got glue on these flowers, or double stick tape rather. Not sure if I want to do that. I'm just gonna pop some glue on it. I'm just gonna dip them and stick them. When it dries, they'll stick. It's just gonna take a bit to dry. We're not using it anywhere soon. So I'm just going to do that. Something like that. All right. Set that aside. And glue off my tweezers. I haven't cleaned these in forever. They get kind of gummy. Bought these, well actually I didn't even buy them. I think they were a gift from an order from scrapbook.com, but they don't have like a name on them. They're just plain. It's probably their own brand, but I placed an order the other day and I tried to get me another pair for backup, and I cannot get the same one. It's heavy. It's this really nice, thick, heavy metal, and they just work really well. And I got a pair that's close. Got these, but they're nowhere near as thick. I mean, I don't know if you can see the difference, but they're so much thinner, and that means that when you squeeze, they tend to give more, and you just can't get that grip. So I don't know. I'm still searching for the same ones. So weird. Alright, next. So this is what I thought was a lid, but I guess it's not. It's just like a cord is being a pain today. Long box. And more grass. So that would be the other pattern. Sure, yep. first. Maybe a little bit long. Not cutting it smaller and accounting for the pencil line, which is what you should do. Right there. Put some tape on there. Shows 2 pieces, so I guess we'll use 2 pieces. I could probably get away with glue here because it is still just paper on the bottom of this grass. When I first got it, I thought it was a peel off on the back. It kind of looks like it, but it's not. Okay, that. Is that it? Oh, okay. That's it. And then we have a watering pot. Where is that at? Bag 6. Hey, Deborah. And M9. Okay. And we should put it together. So it's just got a bottom. And bottom just goes on the bottom. It looks like it's just a pressure fit. We'll see if it fits. Yep, okay. And then the label goes on this side. Can't tell it. I think it's a flower. Let's see. Right, there we go. That's it. That's it. Right, there's that one. Side. And we need the little basket, and that's in bag 6, and some more of the fabric. That should be this piece, maybe? No. Maybe? I don't know. I'll find that pattern. It's smaller than that. I don't think that's, I think it's just leftover piece. Maybe. I think so. I'm trying to figure out why I have it cut already. I think it's just what was left from the drop from what we cut already. So I'm just gonna cut it. It's a little long. I don't know if it matters. So it wants you to fold it in half and then in half again. Basically, you're making a little square of fabric, so we're going to just crease it. And I go ahead and crease it, and then I'll put the tape on it. So it just shows tape along the edge. You could also probably just throw some glue on there, but we could do the tape, I guess. It shows it on this one edge. Okay, so we'll fold that. Or like that. And then tape at the top there. And that folds over. That. So you just have a little square of fabric. And then that basket, let's grab it out of that bag. And then the paper from M5 that keeps trying to fall out. Just all three of them or one of them? Is it all three? Huh. It's not very clear. Oh, the other two scrolls are for later use. Alright, so I guess it wants you to go ahead and roll them, but save them for later. So we use these 3 pieces of paper. And then I want you to roll them up. Put some tape on one end. They're not quite square. I'm trying to see if it shows. Can't really tell. We'll go with them. I think we'll go long ways. Otherwise it seems like it'd be really big for that basket. These things are still sticky. Something on there. I think I'm going to use my reverse tweezers. I think I can roll it easier with these. Let's see if we can get it started. Actually, that's not long enough. Alright. What about those pliers? Got these round ones. It's a little longer. probably just do it around a dowel or something. It really makes so much more better sense, wouldn't it? Do a dowel sitting here. Here. We're just going to do it around a dowel. I'm just going to try to make my life a little easier. There we go. I'm just basically just getting it started, laying it down, and then just rolling it. And then we'll put a little bit of tape on the end there. Let's see. Actually, I'm just going to use glue. Trying to get tape on there seems like that might be challenging. Just throw a little bit of glue on there. Give it a second. All right, 3 little scrolls. And then one goes in the basket. This one. And the little fabric goes in the basket. Like so. Okay. All right. Save these for later. Just put them in here. Actually, we'll put them. Oh, maybe I'll put them in the finished other one. Let's put them in here. Not sure when they come into play. We'll put them with the hose. Okay, now we're on to part A, which is that little bench we made. Let's see if I can find it. Is it in the box I just got? Maybe. Yeah. All right, we got a bench. Got my tweezers. We have M14. All right, where did you go? Did I bury you? Did you fall on the floor? Buried you. Okay, there you are. M14. And small potted foliage B and D. B's got pink leaves, it's that one. And the little rake, hand rake, I guess. D is, which one is D? It's not that one. not that one. Do I have it elsewhere? Maybe. Hold on, I'll find it. Sorry. It must be here somewhere. I assume I made it. Is it this one? Okay, I think it's that one. I think I made it a little big. I probably made the wires too long. That's all right, it'll work. Okay. And you basically just throw them on the bench. So what bag is that? 6. Alright, let's see. So this goes around this side. Just kind of folds over. That. Some tape on it, I guess. Tape or glue. Guess we'll do tape. Let's see, maybe a medium one. That's really big. Maybe not. Let's just do one of these little ones. And then another piece. Shows it on the end. That's a little bit big. I'm going to try to fold it over. It's a little bit long. Okay, this one goes there, like so. And then the hand rake goes in the middle there. Does it show which direction? I guess down. I guess you put it on the teeth, maybe. Debating if I want to see how big this plant is. Barely going to be able to see the... That looks so much bigger. That is the right one, right? It's got the right leaves. Huh. Hold on, let's see. I guess it's just because I have the wires long. Yeah, that must be what it was. I just really must have the wires long. No, they're the size it says. I don't know. It just looks a lot bigger than that picture. That's the right plant. Interesting. Okay. So, I'm trying to get this little hand rake in here. I guess about maybe there. I keep probably going too far to the right there. Let's see if it'll stick to that. figure out where it is. Can't see it once it's down. Oh my goodness. Getting the shine. It doesn't really want to stick to that very much. There. Okay. I feel like it needs glue, but alright, and then the other plant just goes on the end there. That's what happens when you push on one side. I feel like it needs two. It only shows one. Guess we'll try one, see if it holds. Alright, good enough. There we go. Alright, set that aside. Then we need this little shelf. Alright, where did I put that? There. The birdhouse. The blue lid. Birdhouse with the blue lid. And one of the paper bags. A. See if I can figure out which one's A. I think it's that one. And this little potted plant. I have a couple that look similar. I have this one, this one, this one. Potted grass A. It's very difficult to figure out which ones are which. It might be that one. Let me see if I can figure it out. Times 2. Seems to be one of these. Not sure what the deal is with that one. We'll go with one of these. You got the filigree one too. Just got like the little kind of filigree base. Alright, I think it's that one. This one appears to be C. Try to remember. These two are the same. Oops, don't stick to my tweezers. Because the tape's showing. Alright, back to where it is. Okay, so that's the plant. The basket we just did. And packing box with the box in it. Where's that at? There it is. With the book in it. It's got like a, no, box? No, it's got a box in it. Not a book. Okay, not that one. Is it this one? And I think this one. Right. I guess that. And that looks like just a bead. Alright. It's probably still in the bag. Let's see which bag it is. Looks like bag 5. one is P54, maybe bag 6. It's like a little vase thing. Right. Is that it? I think so. Alright, I think that's everything. Alright, then we gotta get them all on the little table. Did I freeze? Oh, look, frozen. No, still showing on this end. My internet's been doing weird things. I don't know. It's been going in and out. I tried resetting the router and everything, but it's been acting very bizarre. Okay, just got a bunch of tape. Shall we use tape? I guess we'll use tape. Alright, so the birdhouse is on the end. It's got a front and a back. Nope, looks the same. Okay. So birdhouse on the end. Let's see if that's enough room. Yeah. If I feel like these aren't going to stick good enough, I will go back in with some glue. And then the little vase. Okay. It just shows a bunch of tape stuck there. We're just going to stick tape kind of. We've got the vase and the little pitcher right next to it, so we'll just kind of put these like that maybe. Can't see it anyway. Pitcher, vase, little bead vase. Stay. Okay, and then the paper bag and the plant. Boy, they just throw a lot on there, don't they? Paper bag and the plant. So we might as well just put tape across this whole section. Let's see. It's kind of got it going sideways. Like this, I think. And a little one for the potted plant. Alright, so that's a little plant. Stand. Bag. And then the box goes on the bottom. And it's got that in the basket. So a couple of pieces in here. Get them to stick. Alright, the basket goes. They kind of show the little scroll paper coming out the side there, so we'll try to do that. Let's see if we can do that. There. And then the box just goes. It's not glued, it's kind of moving all over the place. I think I'm going to glue it in there. Yeah, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape. Oh, yeah, just a little piece of tape in there. So it stays right. next we have part C, which looks to be this one. And so this has got the little grass bed in the middle there. It has two pots. Bag. This is bag 6. I have 2 pots in bag 5. I wonder if there's more. Is there 2 in here too? There is. Okay. And one of the bags B. Bag B. One of the big ones. Let's go to the next page so I can go ahead and get all this stuff together first. Alright, the little plant silver bead, that one, and this one, that one, and then another one of those little potted ones. It's trying to come out of its little thing. Get back in there. Okay, anything else? Oh, a birdhouse. Birdhouse. Alright, I think that's everything. Okay. Start putting this stuff on. So the birdhouse goes. I'm going to go by the overall picture because it's easier. Just put this here. Okay. Scooch. So basically you just stack these little pots into each other. Just take a little piece of tape. Squish it in there. Did it stick? Nope. You know, I'm going to put it on the bottom of this one. Just stack them. And then this one will not stay in there. I'm going to glue it. It's like, it's too springy and it keeps trying to pop out. So I'm just going to throw some glue in there. And once it dries, it will stay. The tape will hold it temporarily, maybe. Stay in your little pot. Okay, quit trying to come out. Still trying to come out. Oh my goodness. I may have to force it for a minute till it dries. What can I hold that with? My fingers? Probably. Let's see, do you have anything you could hold this with? That might make it stay. Okay. You just try for a minute, because you're not cooperating. Alright, birdhouse goes on the corner. Does it have a front and a back? Looks the same. All right. Try and see if I'm in camera. Let me get if I catch up. I might need to pull in a little. No, I think I'm in camera. All right. Birdhouse. And that little plant's going to go there. We're going to wait on that one. And then we'll put that, what is it? That little flower vase. Let's see. I forgot how to do this. You almost need to just put sticky on the whole thing and be done with it. It's got two things there and then the one vase on the end there. Looks like it's between the two things there. It might be too far over on that one sticky. I'll put one more. Put one next to it right here. See if that's enough. Alright, this one and this one. This one goes here. Yeah, I don't have enough. It's like I can't see where I put it. You know, I'm just gonna throw it right across the top there. Hopefully I'll hit it. This is where doing glue might be better, but then you gotta wait for it to dry, so there's that. Alright, this is gonna go here. Get it to stick. Are you gonna stick to that? Kinda. It's gonna go here. And then our little succulent, we'll see if it's behaving. You gonna stay in there? Maybe. I'm trying to figure out how to get a hold of it. Is there any tape there? I can't tell. Maybe. It's not going where I want it to go. Oh my goodness, you're so fiddly. Let me look and see if there's tape there. I can't see any. So I'm gonna put one more piece. I'll put it right here. It might be better just to put it on the bottom of the item. Seems like trying to put it on the table is a challenge. Alright, our little plant. I can get them to stay. Get that glue to dry. Alright, there. Whew, okay. The bag is on the bottom with the pots. So we are just gonna put the sticky on there. If I can get it to peel. I'm going to start on the edge. There. Okay. Boy, you need tiny fingers. Tiny fingers. The pots are trying to come out. They're never going to stay in there. I think they're going to need glue. I'll probably just go back and glue it all later because it just feels iffy. This one goes on that middle shelf. We'll just do this. that goes on the bottom. I'm going to shove some glue. That pot is trying to come apart where they're stacked. It's not really staying together there. Let's stick some glue in there. There. Okay. So there we go. Let's see if we're on camera. Okay, got that one done. I need this one. Alright, this one has small potted plant A, the storage box with the fabric on it, potted foliage E. Storage box with the fabric. That's like a small potted plant A. I think it's this one. And that one. I have a feeling it's one of the ones that is bigger than it's supposed to be. Because I don't see it in here. Okay. Which means it's in the big one. Is E. It's kind of got stripes. That looks like it. So much bigger than what it shows. So you really got to make those wires short, like even shorter than they say, for it to kind of fit where it says it's going to fit. That one. Okay, we got that, we got that. Is that the mug? I think it's the mug. Yeah, it's the mug. Alright, little mug. And looks like 2 scrolls and M13. M13. And the 2 scrolls we made earlier. 1, 2. What else? Book D, book A. I think this one. Book D and book A. Looks like a thin one and a thick one. Can you tell from the pictures? I don't know if they're D or A. Who knows? I don't know if I can tell from the pictures or not. Let's see, that's thin. So it's a thick one and a thin one, it looks like. So it's one of these. I think it's this one and this one, maybe. I'll have to go back to the page and see if I can figure it out. Okay, and then the little box with all the flowers that we did. And that's that. Snake plant. That. Is that it? To get them all? I think I got them all. I'm just going to double check the book and make sure it's the right one. I don't know if it really matters, but it might. It might matter. Oh, let me make sure what it said. It's a DNA. DNA, that's funny. Oh. Did I pass it? No. Alright, D is the one that looks like that. So that is not D. Huh. This is D. Okay. And A is indeed that one. All right. That was close. All right. Back to where we're supposed to be. Now we gotta put it all on here. All right, let's see. So on the top shelf we have small potted plant, this thing, and this thing. We're going to try to make them fit. Should we just glue them? I don't know if my glue's tacky enough right now to really stick fast. I don't think it is. We'll do the tape, but like I said, I may have to come back and glue them because I don't know if I trust the tape. And I tend to move my miniatures around, so I don't know if I trust that. So I'm just going to run a long one across there and stick them to it. I'll just do one there. Maybe toward the middle. I'll do it kind of angled. Try there. See if that works. All right, so we have this. And this. And this guy. So I'm not sure where this is going exactly, but I'm going to try to scrunch it down just a fraction more, just in case it's in a tight space. I'll try that. There. Is it sticking? Not very well. You know what? It's fine. Oh, that's why it's not sticking. It doesn't have any. It's hollow. We'll just put a bunch more tape. I could use the clay stuff I have, the tacky stuff. We'll just put another piece of tape right here. See if we can get that guy to stick. It's hollow, so it doesn't have a lot to grab. It's like a ring. Right there. Stay. Okay, second shelf has see if I can tell. Am I missing that? I think that's that filigree one. Hold on, I can't see it very well. I think that's what it is. Yep, okay. I missed that. Okay. Filigree one, where'd you go? There you are. Another one that wants to fall off. Is that the only one I missed? I think so. Okay. It's on the second shelf. Yeah. Filigree, then the cup, and then the material. Alright, so this material looks like you just put it on there with the scrolls on sideways. Yeah, we're going to use glue for this. It just kind of shows them diagonally on there. Goes somehow on that second shelf. It's a tight fit. Okay. So this goes first or second? First. How do I want to do this? Guess I want to throw a whole bunch of tape across there. I'll try it diagonally and see if that'll work. Like he's gonna fall off. Come on. All right, filigree. Nope, I'm not hitting it. Little filigree plant. Second one's the mug. Yeah, I think so. Mug. Let's see if we can get hold of it. It's so tiny. Alright, mug, get in there. It just fell over. Okay. I don't know if I can do it with tweezers. I'll try to use my fingers. Nope. I need some more glue. Alright. Let's see if we can just put it on the bottom. Keeps trying to come out of the cup. Get in the cup. Stay. Alright, kind of got it. I'm going to try to shove that in there. Yeah, right. I think we're going to have to squish that cup over further. Come here, cup. I'm going to squish you over a little bit further because they really want me to put a lot on this shelf. Okay, I'm gonna throw a drop of glue in there. It's trying to come out of the cup. We're just gonna squish some glue in there. All right, and then this, I should have plenty of sticky on there for this. I'm just double checking. Where's the finished picture? Yeah, okay, so there somehow. Kind of like that, maybe. Gotta have it in place because once it's down, it's down. Okay. And then next shelf, we have this little stack. So it's got this book, and then the plant. All right. It's kind of got it diagonally there. And the little plant. That seems like an awful big plant, but okay. I'll just put tape on the bottom of the plant. So much bigger than what it shows in the picture. So much bigger. Interesting. All right. And then this goes in that top corner, but we're going to let that one sit for a second. Move on to the other one. So this one goes kind of toward the back, it looks like. I think we'll just put the tape on the bottom of it. And this goes toward the back. Kind of almost all the way in the back. Okay. And then the books go there. The snake plant kind of goes here, and then that plant. So I'm gonna try to fit both of those. Let's see how that fits. Maybe. We shall try. On that rim. It's another hollow one. How much room does that box take up? Okay. It's like about here. Okay. This is still drying. I was trying to get it to dry. Okay, it feels dry now. Before I stuck it. Let's see if I can tell the angle it's at. Looks like this angle. Kind of there. All right. And then this one. Stick. Come on. Can't even see the box very well. It's kind of hidden back there, but it's in there. Okay. All right, another one down. Let's see. Assembly sequence. It's got these paper things that go in the drawer. I don't like it. The old kit, this is like a new version. The old one actually had this more like the floral type stuff, like a floral grass. And this time they just did a piece of paper, which I don't think I like as much. So let's see if I can find it. It is R5 and R4. R5 and R4. Not on there. Where are the R's? R5 and R4. That's M. R. Where is R? That's P. Huh. I don't even see any R's. Am I missing something? Maybe it's still in the box. On here, right? I don't think so. Okay, I'm kind of confused right now. Let's see if I can figure out where R is. It's got to be here somewhere. I'll find it sooner or later. I'll bet it's this green sheet. Yep, that's it. Okay. Yeah, so it's got like just these flat pieces of paper that you throw a couple flowers on for the drawer. And the older kits had the, you know, for those who watched me do it last time, I had some left over, had this stuff. Had this, you know, plant material they stuck in the drawer. Personally, I think that looks better. So I'm going to throw a little bit of this in there. I just happen to have it left from the other kit. Always save your stuff because you never know when it'll come in handy. I'll do both, but I'm going to shove some of that in there. Anyway, so it's got the dresser, and it goes toward the back. Let me find the whole thing, because I didn't think I was going to get to that. Alright. So in this little drawer, so they want you to take these two pieces and just throw, like, I guess stick them together with the flower. It doesn't really show it much. I can't tell. Anyway, where's my flowers at? Hopefully I've got a couple left. It says I'm supposed to have a couple left. I might just throw the grass in there. So, there's one. Pink one. Do I have a red one too? Another pink one. There's another pink one. I know I have extras. Alright, it just shows two pink ones. I guess I could just use the two pink ones, but I don't know that it matters. So, it wants you to take these two, put the little flowers on there, and just kind of squish them in the drawer. I don't think it looks good. I don't like the change. I like this better. So I'm going to take this stuff and I'm going to shove that in the drawer. And I might just put a drop of glue in there. Probably won't need it, but I'll just put a little drop of glue in there. Open that drawer just a fraction further. Just throw a little bit of glue in there. And we're just going to shove this stuff in there. I just think it looks better. I don't know. Yeah. It's just me. And then we'll just stick some flowers on it. We'll just stick them. They'll stick to it once it dries. We're just going to stick them on there. Like all my tweezers. Just do a couple. Remember, it's your project, so if you don't like something, change it. So there, that's what we have now. I think that looks better. Personally, I'll save this little flower. I might need him for somewhere. Okay. Then it shows what else happens here. Alright, there's a vase that goes back there, and then book E, C, and B. E, C, and B. I'm going to zoom back out a little because this is a little too tight. I'll just have to pull it up for y'all to see. Alright, E, C, and B. Looks like the one with the girl on it. And these two. That's all the books that are left, so. And then that little flower, which is it this one? No, I don't think it's that one. Which one is it? I can't tell. Maybe. No, it's brown. It's one of these, I think. Yeah, I think it's one of those. And those just go on top of the dresser. Alright, so we'll stack our books. It's got the biggest one. And then the middle size one. Trying to see how they're stacked. Looks like they're just stacked kind of close. Seems like such a waste. You lose all the pictures. But it is what it is. And the big one on the top. The one that's open, kind of. So this one's just kind of opened. It shows it kind of curled up, so we'll curl it up just a little bit if we can. Like that, kind of. Just a little. Not so much that seems fakey. There. Okay. And then the pot goes in the back. Has it got a straight? It's got a hole. They all have holes. They have these holes on the bottom and they don't stick very well. I'll try the tape. See if we can get it in there. It's all the way back in this corner. It's hard to do. Try to use the tweezers. Sorry. Alright. Come on. Nope, I don't want you there. I want you in the back. Oh my goodness. I can't get hold of it. Book goes on the corner of the table. I need one of these, I'm sure. This goes, looks like it just kind of goes on the corner here. Let's fit it however you can, I guess. We'll do like that. And then got paper bags on the top here and a picture and a potted plant. They are in here. Picture. Yep, there's the picture. Potted plant, which one is it? C, so it's this one. And then 2 of the bags. 2 bags. Which ones are they? Okay, it's this one. And flowers, it looks like. This one. Is that it? I think so. Okay, sorry about my yawn. Alright, this goes in the corner. Should be able to get some tape on there. Oops, didn't stick. All right, tiny potted plant on this edge. That. And the 2 paper bags. Big one in the back. Seems like a tight fit. Guess it'll work. Put it on here because I can't really tell where it goes. The problem with just using the tape on this, I think, is going to be that you can't really push the bag down. It just crumbles. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue there too. Let go. Just next to it. Okay. Then goes like that. And this one, you know what, we're just going to use glue. My glue's been sitting long enough, it's nice and tacky. The longer this sits, it gets tackier. Alright, the bag just goes in front of it. Yeah, just goes in front of it there. Okay, something like that. Alright, so we have that. Okay. What time is it? Alright, we got a few minutes. And we have our little shelf that we did. This one goes in front of the dresser. Somewhere about here. You want to make sure that you're not where the plastic's going to be and there's nothing sticking over, which we seem okay, I think. I'm trying to see where they want you to put the tape. I assume on the feet. Maybe they don't even tell you to put the tape on there. I mean, it might stay, but it might also tip over when you're trying to get it all together. And then can you imagine trying to get in there? Yeah, no. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the feet. I'm just going to put a couple of drops of glue. That way it won't hopefully tip over. Just figure out where it goes. It looks like it goes just kind of right in front of that dresser and at the edge of this. So looks like it goes right here. So that's where I think it goes. And then it's got 2 plants down there, C and F, and then the box. So C and F. All right, C. I think it's the little brass one. I think it's that one. F is not that, but it's in the big box. Which one is it? No. Maybe this one? I think it's this one. Alright, so those are just sitting on the floor in front of the dresser. I suppose you could tape them, but we're just going to glue them. Seeing as how my glue is all nice and tacky right now, I'm just going to glue them. Alright, so this one goes kind of here. And then this one goes in front of the dresser. Like about here. Let's hold it for a second. Can't hold it. Oh my goodness. It's just tipping over on me. Alright, that's good enough. Hopefully it's far enough over. There's another plant that goes right in front of it, so they really got a lot of plants in this thing, so try to pay attention to spacing because it is a little demanding. Alright, next we have, looks like the box. So the little suitcase looking thing. That goes kind of there. Oh, I did add the little spade to this. I didn't do it on camera. I forgot it. But there is a little spade in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's there. It's dark. And that looks like it goes pretty much right in front of this. So let's just cover up all that stuff. The box lid kind of stays open. Like that. Is the box lid gonna fall over? No, it's staying. Alright. What time? Alright, we're okay. So, potted foliage G. Let's see if I can figure it out. G. Maybe? It looks like it has bigger leaves, but let me see. No. It might be that one. Let me go back. I'm going to go back and see if that's it. I think that might be it. Sorry, let me get this out of the way. G. See if I can figure out where G is. Alright, G is this one. I think that's it. Yeah. Alright. We're going to go for that one. So it's got G going, I think just in front of the door there. Yeah, it looks like it's just in front of the doorstep there. The bookshelf going here. It's a tight fit, so hopefully I have them over far enough. Okay. Let's see. Are we over far enough? I think I am. This plant's going to be a little bit of a pain. Might scooch it over a little bit. Maybe about there. I mean, I think that'll work. The suitcase needs to scooch over a little. Yeah, good idea to do it before your glue dries. So using glue might be better because then you kind of move stuff around still while it's drying. Whereas the tape is pretty much done, especially on the paper. So the question is, do I want to add some glue to any of these? Some of them feel a little iffy, and once you seal this up, you're not getting back in there. So I'm just gonna, on the ones that I question whether they're gonna hold, that one's pretty strong. This little cup. I'm just gonna throw some glue under them. I'm gonna just do it now because I won't be able to get to it later. I'd rather be sure they're gonna stay. That feels okay. This one does not. That one feels iffy. This glue will dry clear, so I'm not worried about it showing. Alright, that feels better. Alright, let's go with that. And I'm going to just put a little bit on the legs. You could also use, tacky putty on the legs if you wanted. It would show more though, but it would be removable if you wanted to move them. Alright, so it shows this going there. Make sure I'm not hitting that flower box. Alright, I think we got it. I think it's about right. Good. Good. Alright, anything else I can do before today? The hose can go on there, and then there's a plant B. Oh, and a watering can. Watering pan goes right here. This goes, looks like, stay. Trying to see if it's on that rug. No, it's kind of over here. About there. Alright, and then the hose goes on the shelf. And it just kind of goes on the hook. Let's see. So it just hooks over this hook. Let's see if I get it shaped right. It seems like it's not bad. It's gonna stay. It might stay. I'm gonna put just a tiny drop of glue on it. I could put tape, I guess, but I'll put glue. It's just gonna help it not wiggle around once it dries anyway. Right there. And then potted foliage B. I think that's this one. Boy, this one's big. For this area, it's really big. I think I really should cut those wires a little bit smaller. Do you think I should? Tempting. I don't know. I could probably shove it in there, but it is big. So we're just going to make some go up and some really come down. I'm trying to keep in mind where people will see, because they're definitely going to be maybe something like that, because it can't really stick out too far. I think if I do it like this, it should work okay. It'll be enough that I can squish it in there if I need to. So it's just kind of in the corner there. putting the flatter edge toward the outside. Okay, like that. It's going to take a minute to dry. Might have this one go up. So I think the glass will be about there. That can squish in if it needs to. Something like that. Waiting for that to dry. Okay. And then we're going to stop there because I still have quite a few things to do. And I'm running out of time. So we'll stop there. So we got a decent amount done. I don't know where that little guy goes. Let's see if I can figure out where that goes. No, it goes so much further over. Like you work your way around and the yellow one goes there. So I'm just going to wait because it's too much. All right, we still have lots of things to put in here. So we still have this little guy and this one. And they'll go like here. There's an easel that squeezes in there. There's a lot. All right, so there's where we're at. Okay. Not too bad. Just set these here. All right, that's a good place to call it quits for the night. And I will be back on Friday. We might finish it. We'll see. We're nearing the end for sure. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys on Friday. Take care. Thanks for watching.